I don't remember. Huh? I don't remember if I did that one. See, last time there was no class. Yeah. Class got cancelled. And never I did inform. Huh? Never I did class. Last week, class got cancelled. And also got there last week. We're not there. That the week before also we are not there. For the last 3 classes are 2 classes. And yeah, I mean last week anyway the class got cancelled. So I'm meeting you after 3 weeks. Right? Okay, take out villa for sale. Okay, so we were doing it. Villa for sale. Did you receive your volumes? English communication class 10 has received. You have not received yet. Okay. Let's take a look at the page in our first for it. Villa for sale. Villa for sale class here. Vijay, I told your father also yesterday, complete all the tests. Okay. Okay. I don't know whether they're still writing or not today. There were some students who had come to write the papers. Okay. So you can come at any time. And Abhyas parts that can be done online. Okay. Fine. So you I'm not able to upload the answers. So you have to upload it from the laptop. You cannot upload it from your mobile. But how can it bring up picture laptop? Yeah, no, you have to, Pare, you have to convert it into PDF from the mobile itself. Then, open your laptop, connect it to your mobile, and then from there you upload. Why will you have to take the photo from your laptop? It's a very long process. No, it's not at all a long process. This is what we also do. Uploading always should be done from the laptop. Okay, okay. So you have 2 tasks left. How many tests left for you in English? Sunday test left. I will come on Sunday. Then how will you take it? You can come anytime. You see, you ask them. Today also when I was coming to take the class, there were some students who were writing the test. Okay, so when you are available, after 6 you are available. Yeah, so you come the day when you come for your you are taking only English exam or I mean English class, or you take other classes also. You take all classes. So are you coming tomorrow? Tomorrow I think you're not coming. Yeah, I'm coming right now. Yeah, coming tomorrow, right? So when you're coming tomorrow, come 1 hour only. Okay, 1 hour, speak to her first. Okay, speak to ma'am and ask her that when till what time will this be open? Open in the sense till what time she will be available. Because she has to give the paper. Today my father comes at 6:50. Then what about Saturday? Saturdays you have school? Saturday also I don't come there. Saturday, Sunday I don't come. Class, I don't even attend classes. So you have your badminton, can you tell me? No. What classes do you have? Yes. Then you are available only Monday to Friday. Yeah. Is there anyone else who can bring you? Me? Where do you stay? I stay at Cbse. Huh? At least do the Abhyas one, which is online. Okay, if not the test, at least Abhyas, that is also okay. You can do that. Okay, okay. Which page number are we already at? Do you remember? No, but Can you tell me from here? Why is your textbook so thin? No, I just. Yes, you're taking a photocopy of it. This is what was sold. Exit me. Yeah, this. The villa person is done in your school.
It is coming in exams.
It is coming in exams.
So,
Exit.
exams are starting from
Huh?
exams are starting from 8 September.
8 September, and almost all the schools exams are starting from 8 September. Okay, so from here we are going to start. Okay, page number, tell me the page number.
Number 106.
Okay, exit page. So what did we see over here? We saw a conversation between who was the owner of the house?
Juliet.
Juliet. And we saw a conversation between Juliet and her maid. The maid was asking for permission or a leave, after leave, to go where?
Insulting also insulting.
Where?
Tired hair, back like this.
Yes. Okay, so she was going for the for acting, to play a role as a maid. No, not as a maid. No, as a maid, yes. Okay. And right now the maid exits and then Gaston comes in. Now we see the two people come. Now through this villa, we get to see the conflict in the relationships. We get to see that through the searching of the villa or the owners emotions with respect to the villa as well as the other side of the owner as well, right? The showing off during those times, so that is also reflected. The conflict that we get to see between Gaston and Jean. Gaston is a very shrewd personality. Jean is, compared to Gaston, she is not that shrewd, but she also has her own intentions. She wanted her parents also to stay around with them. So that was the reason she wanted a bigger villa. And Gaston was wise enough to understand it that her parents are also staying here. And that is why he was opposing to it. Right? Okay, now the maid exits and now we see the entry of Gaston and Jane. Okay, please.
Gaston, and they call that a garden. Why? It's a yard with a patch of grass in the middle. Jean.
But I'm reading the Jane part, you read the Gaston part. But the inside of the house seems very nice, Gaston.
25 hours of cretin. Creton. And a dash of paint. You can't get that anywhere.
That's not fair. Wait until you have seen the rest of it.
Why should I? I don't want to shoot the kitchen. To do that the garden is a myth and that the salon is impossible.
What's the matter with it?
Matter? Why? You can't even call it a salon.
Perhaps there is another.
Never mind that. I'm talking about this one.
We could do something very original with it.
Just make it an annex to the garden.
No, but a kind of study.
A study? Good Lord, you are not thinking of going for study, are you?
Don't be silly. You know perfectly well what a modern study is. I think we have done this also in last class. We were discussing about. Yeah, we had. Yes, sir.
No, I don't.
Well, it's a place where one gathers.
Where one gathers? What?
Don't be aggravating, please. If you don't want the house, tell me. Tell me so at once, and we will say no more about it.
I told you before we crossed the road that I didn't want it. As soon as you see a sign villa for sale, you have to go inside and be sold over.
But we are buying a villa, aren't we?
We are not.
What do you mean? We are not? Then we are not looking for a villa?
Certainly not. It's just an idea you have had stuck in your head for the past month.
But we have talked about nothing else.
You have talked about the things. I have never talked about it. You see, you have talked about it so much that you thought that we are talking. You haven't even noticed that I have never joined in the conversation. If you say that you are looking for a villa, then that's it.
Well, at any rate, whether I am looking for it or we are looking for it, the one thing that matters anyway is that I am looking for it for us.
It's not for us, it's for your parents. You are simply trying to make me a buy a villa so that you can put your father and mother in it. You see, I know you. You got what you want. Do you realize what would happen? You would spend the month of August in the villa, but your parents should take possession of it every year from the beginning of April until the end of September. What's more, they would bring the whole tribe of your sister's children with them. No, I am very fond of your family, but not quite so fond of.
Then why have you been looking for villas for the past week?
I have not been looking over them. You have, and it bores.
Well,
Well, what?
then stop being bored and buy one. That will finish it. We won't talk about it anymore.
Exactly.
As far as that goes, what of it? Suppose I do want to buy a villa for Papa and Mama. What of it?
My darling, I quite admit that you want to buy a villa for your father and mother, but please admit on your side that I don't want to pay for it.
There is my dowry.
Your daughter, my poor child, we have spent a long time.
But since then, you have made a fortune.
Quite so. I have, but you haven't. Anyway, there's no use discussing it. I will not buy a villa and that ends it.
Then it wasn't what coming in, what
That-
coming in.
That's exactly what I told you at home.
In that case, let's go.
By all means.
What on earth will the ladies think of us?
I have never cared much about anybody's opinion. Come along.
So he takes his hat and goes towards the door. At this moment, Juliet enters. You remember Juliet, who's Juliet?
The owner.
The owner of the house. Now, the owner of the house tells the maids that, let me go up. I should, they should wait. Those who have come for inquiry, they should wait for me. So it should not seem to them as if I am desperate to sell the villa.
Hmm.
You see over here the pretensions that every person is making over here, the pretentious acts, right? So nobody is showing the true nature here.
Marketing sense.
Yes, but later on we find that she herself, the way she tries to convince him, because when they decide not to buy. So that is something which really strikes us, because initially she did not want them to understand that she is desperate to sell the villa, but later on we find she herself was desperate to sell it. Okay. Now tell me, in this conversation, what character traits do we get to know about Gaston and Jean? Now, what are the main points that come out from this conversation so far? Gaston is very straightforward. Okay,
What?
straightforward. Okay.
Oh, passion.
Okay, so let us Gaston and Jean. Okay, anyway, Gaston is straightforward. Okay.
Cunning.
Cunning, very good, cunning, shrewd. Okay. He's very business minded. Business minded. Now we get to see that even more later, right?
Yeah.
When I think that also we had done. Maybe the wrong number, page number. Anyway, so we get to see that Gaston is business minded later on. When do we get to see that when he also tries to sell the villa to someone else? Right? Yes. We did all those. Okay, anyway, no problem. So cunning, very shrewd. Business minded will come later. Okay, now tell me, sarcastic. Gaston, yeah, sarcastic, yes, absolutely sarcastic. He is always sarcastic, the way he spoke to Jean. Now tell me another thing. He says that, he is able to predict the future. right? He is able to see through the real intention of Jean,
Hmm.
right? So we can say that understanding has a different meaning, but he is able to see through the real intention of Jean. What is the real intention of Jean? Tell me and underline it in the text. What is the real intention of Jean?
Buying the villa for her parents. So that
Buying the villa for her parents, right? And according to Gaston, they will stay for how many months?
I was buying spec.
Yeah, so from when to when, until when days, that is what you have to write in your paper. April to September, right? So most of the time they will occupy the villa and then they would also bring whom? Tribe of children. Tribe of children. In-laws, I think, right? The sister and all that, sisters, I think, right? Yes, Diti?
Selfish becomes
We can say
selfish.
selfish. Yes, we can say selfish. Because he does not want his in-laws to come and stay there for long. So he says, he makes a very sarcastic comment saying that he is fond of them, but he is not as fond of them that he would allow them to allow the huge family to stay in their house for so many months. Right? Okay. Now let us come to Jean's character. What is revealed so far about Jean's character and nature?
She's very convincing.
Okay, convincing. She is also clever.
Yes.
What?
Can you tell? Yeah, I'm asking you. Can we say she is also clever? The way she is trying to manipulate and convince her husband in buying the villa, saying that she, he should end the discussion by just buying the villa. Then there would be no point in discussion. There would be no scope for any discussion. When he says that they have been discussing about it for so long, she was discussing about it and he was never there in the discussion and it is irritating him. She says that the best way to resolve it is by buying it, then it will end all discussion. So, in a way, she was also clever because she was trying to convince her husband, though she was not that clever either, but she was trying to she makes her best effort to convince her husband. And
What is it possible?
convincing, no? You only told me convincing. Now tell me another. So there are 2 points that she mentions. What are those 2 points? Underline those 2 points. Biti, what happened? It's okay. Underline it there in your textbook. What are the 2 points? You can write in your textbook itself. What are the 2 points which Jean tells in trying to convince Gaston? How does she try to convince Gaston? One is buying the villa will resolve it. Buying the villa will resolve and end all the discussions with respect to buying a villa. Right? Buying the villa will resolve as it will end the discussions on buying a villa.
Then she
And what is the next way?
said that even if it is a small garden, we can convert it into a study.
Okay, yes, what else? That is also there, correct. The third is they would like to convert the garden into study. Now you see the pretentious attitude of the people which is being targeted in those days. Study would not mean a proper study room. It would mean a place where people would gather. Right? So she would like to convert the garden into study, right? And also mention something about the dowry. What does she mention?
Okay, her parents paid that money.
Paid that money already, so therefore she is capable.
What say that? So
Yes, so it is
done.
paid. Yes, so she had already given the dowry, so
Actually, it was given by parents so that the boy can or the man can make her his daughter happy.
correct. So with
But
that,
it ended in a wrong way.
it ended in a wrong way, and that Same dowry, the money that she had received with the dowry, she can buy this villa. Right? So these are the three reasons she puts forward in order to convince her husband. Correct? So she logically tried to place forward her arguments. Correct? Okay, now let us move forward. Okay. Sure. Yes, now Juliet comes in. I'll read Juliet and Jane, you read Gaston. Good afternoon, Madame, Monsieur. How do you do, Madame?
Good day.
Won't you sit down? They all three sit. Is your first impression a good impression? Excellent. I'm not in the least surprised. It is a most delightful little place. Its appearance is modest, but it has a charm of its own. I can tell by just looking at you that it would suit you admirably, as you suited, if you will permit me to say so. Coming from me, it may surprise you to hear that you already appear to be at home. The choice of a frame is not so easy when you have such a delightful pastel to place in it. She naturally indicates Jean, who is flattered. The house possesses a great many advantages: electricity, gas, water, telephone, and drainage. The bathroom is beautifully fitted and the roof was entirely repaired last year. Okay, now tell me, what is the meaning of this line? The choice of a frame is not so easy when you have such a delightful pastel to place in it. Ah, tell me, what is the meaning of this?
Very interesting.
Acha, the meaning is after you draw a beautiful painting using your pastel colors, you need, you need some
Right.
time some time in the sense, you need to be very careful and thoughtful in order to put it in the right frame, which will keep the beauty of that color intact. You cannot choose anything as a frame. It has to be as beautiful as that picture, I mean, the drawing itself, right? So you need to choose carefully the frame, which will enhance the beauty of, or rather, keep the beauty of the pastel, keep up the beauty of the pastel, right? Similarly, now here is a metaphor. So underline it and write down, it is an example of a metaphor. The line, this one, Juliet. This one, the pastel. The choice of a frame is not so easy when you have such a delightful pastel to place in it. So here metaphor is used. Can you tell me what comparison is used here? What is a comparison? Comparing is being compared to Jean.
And that's
No, not Gaston. It is basically with Jean because Jean is flattered because beautiful. It's calling the pastel beautiful, the picture beautiful. That means it's Jean. So Jean is so beautiful that she needs a house and she needs to carefully choose a house which can best fit her in. Right? Such a beautiful human should also look, I mean, should select a house which is also beautiful. Right? So what is the comparison here? The comparison of the pastel to Jean and the comparison of the house to the frame. Correct? Right? So the metaphor is used. Fine. Now you underline all the points and number it 1, 2, 3, 4 as the points that Juliet places forward in order to prove that her house is the best choice. Underline and write down 1, 2, 3, 4 and tell me quickly.
What? Why?
Underline the points which Juliet puts forward as the advantages of the house in order to sell it off to them. What points does it place forward? What points does she place forward in order to prove that their house is the best choice she can make? See, we had done this also.
She didn't move ahead.
No, it's okay. He was absent the other day. It's okay. It's absolutely. Okay. We have another day to complete this.
Mhm.
Noted? Underlined? Tell me the points quickly.
Me,
Yeah.
coming from me, it may surprise.
No, just tell me the points in your own words.
No, no, words.
In your own words, just tell me the points by which she tries to convey.
I guess I to get
Recently repaired and repaired last year, correct? Next.
electricity, gas, water.
Yes, electricity, gas, water, telephone, drainage, so all these facilities are there. These are all advantages she calls. Okay, then what else? And then of course, she praises the beauty of Jane,
Mhm.
who requires a beautiful house. Right? And then I think these three, right? Yes, these three? Okay, sure. Now Jane. Oh, that's very important, isn't it, darling?
For whom?
The garden is not very large. It's not long and it's not wide, but
But my God, it is high.
yeah. So that's not exactly what I meant. Your husband is very witty, madam. As I was saying, the garden is not very large, but you see, it is surrounded by other gardens.
On the principle of people who like children and haven't any can always go and live there.
Now, please don't joke, Gaston. What this lady says is perfectly right. Will you tell me, madam, what price you are asking for the villa? Well, you see, I must admit quite frankly that I don't want to sell it anymore.
Then there's something for revolution.
Please, I let Madame finish, darling. Thank you. I was going to say that for exceptional people like you, I don't mind giving it up. One arranges a house in accordance with one's own tastes. If you understand what I mean, to suit oneself, as it were, so one would not like to think that ordinary people had come to live in it. But to you, I can see with perfect assurance I agree. Yes, I will sell it to you. It's extremely kind of you.
Extremely. What's the price, madam?
You will never believe it.
I believe in God and so used.
Entirely furnished with all the pictures. This point will also come. Right? It is completely furnished. It's fully furnished with all fixtures. Just as it is, with the exception of one, that little picture signed by Coral. I don't know if you have heard, if you have ever heard of that
No, no.
picture, have you?
Wonderful.
Neither have I, but I like the color and I want to keep it. If you don't mind, for the villa itself, just as it stands, 250,000 francs. I repeat that I would much rather dispose of it at less than its value to people like yourselves than to give it up, even for more money to someone whom I did not like. The price must seem,
Sadly excessive.
oh no. Yes.
Oh yes, madam.
Well, really, I will say I am,
Quite sure life is full of surprises, isn't it?
you think a deer, you think a deer, and deer over here means expensive. Okay, you think it's expensive at 250,000? Very well. I can't be fairer than this. Make me an offer. So what do you mean by I can't be fairer? I can't be fairer than this. That means I cannot reduce the price anymore. Now you see, so now before we go on to the next page, tell me how does she try to convince even more? Now when she says that I have decided not to sell it, Gaston immediately gets up and says that okay, then let's not buy it. And she was not expecting that. That's right, that response. So then she immediately restructured the sentence and said that she is very clever the way she manipulated with her words. According to
She's not able to manipulate industry, but
Yeah, but still, she was trying her best to
She was
somehow control the situation. Right? So that's a very, very good quality of Juliet. So she was trying to control the situation. So she says that, no, I am not in a mood to sell others who will not understand this value, but to you people, I am ready to sell it even at a cheaper price than giving it to others who I did not like at a higher price. So like this, she is trying to present. So she has extremely good marketing strategy skills. Yes. Okay.
If I did it, it will be much less than that.
Make it anyway.
It is very awkward.
Name some figures, darling, just to please me.
Well, I hardly know 60,000.
Oh, oh,
What do you mean? Oh, it isn't worth more than that to me.
I give you my word of honor, Monsieur. I cannot let it go for less than 200,000.
You're perfectly right. You're perfect at you as you big man.
I tell you what I will do. I will be philanthropic and let you have it for 200,000.
And I will be equally good natured and let you keep it for the same price.
In that case, there is nothing more to be said, Monsieur.
Good demand.
1 minute, darling. Before you definitely decide, I would love you to go over to the upper floor with me. I will show it to you with the greatest pleasure. This way, madame. This way, monsieur.
No thank you. Really, I have made up my mind and I'm not very fond of planning stuff.
Just as you wish, monsieur, to Jean. Shall I lead the way? If you please, madame. Then exit Juliet. Now, Jean and her husband there. Now, Jean will also follow to her husband. You are not over polite, are you?
Oh my darling, for heaven's sake, stop worrying me about this Sandy. Go and examine the bathroom and come back home.
Okay. Yeah, this is what matters, right? Now tell me what is the meaning of the word philanthropy?
Like giving money to poor.
Yes, giving money to poor. Now why does she use the word philanthropic that I will be philanthropic? And giving it to you at 200,000.
Discount is given extra.
Discount free. Yes. Because she is trying to portray the picture that she is giving him at a discounted rate. Right? And she
She's selling at the right price. Like,
yes. Okay, so she is comparing that to a philanthropic act. That she is almost, she's giving at an extremely discounted rate to them.
So they should
He is doing a philanthropic act. And to that, he replies saying that I am equally good natured and therefore you keep it at 200,000 price. Yes. So he is extremely, can we use the word stubborn on him? We can, right? He was stubborn and determined in what he wanted, right? Okay, now
He also took out excuses for not buying the villa.
yes. So exit Jean following Juliet. Gaston to himself.
200,000 for a few hours of money. She must be thinking I am crazy.
The doorbell rings and a moment later the maid re-enters showing him Mrs. Unsmith. Maid. If Madame would be kind enough to come in. See here now, I tell you, I'm in a hurry. How much do they want for this house? I don't know anything about it, Madame. To start off, why isn't the price marked on the signboard? You French people have a cute way of doing business. You go and tell your boss that if he doesn't come right away, I'm going. I haven't any time to waste. Any hold-up makes me sick when I want something. Maid goes out. Oh, you are the husband, I suppose. Good afternoon. Do you speak American?
Sorry, my son.
That goes by me. How much for this house?
How much? Well, won't you sit down?
I do think standing up.
Oh, do you?
Yes. Where's your wife?
My wife, she's upstairs.
Well, she can stay there unless you have to consult her before you make a sale.
Me, not another.
You are an exception. Frenchman usually have to consult about 10 people before they get a move on. Listen, do you or don't you want to sell the house?
I would love to.
Then what about it? I haven't more than 5 minutes to spare.
Sit down.
No, okay. Now please underline the
Frenchman usually have to consult.
yes. The notions, the general opinion about the Frenchmen.
The gather of American works and.
Yes, so it is basically
Yes,
like
sir.
American versus the French. Yes, it is.
She's proud about herself that she's American and still considers herself superior than.
The first thing is they did not write down the price along with the villa. They should have written the price. So they are not very professional in their way approach. This is what the Americans want to say. The Americans are professional, but according to them, the French are not as professional, and therefore they are not displaying the price. So it is negotiable. So whoever gets to negotiate better, they will get a better rate. Right? So this is what she means. Number two, what about others and what is the other quality she talks about the French?
That they always have to consult and.
Consult 10 people before taking a decision. So they should not take their decision.
They are not sure with their.
They are not clear with their decisions. Okay. Okay. Sit down.
Sit down for quite a long time anyway. To begin with this will must be my grandpa.
I don't care a darn about your grandfather.
Neither do I. But I must tell you,
Listen, just tell me the price.
let me explain that.
No,
We have electricity, gas, telephone.
I don't care. What's the price?
But you must go over the house.
No, I want to knock it down and build a bungalow here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's the land I want. I want to be near Paramount where I'm going to shoot some films.
Oh,
Yeah, you see, I'm a big star.
not really.
Maybe yes. How do you do? Well, now, how much?
Now let's see. In that case, entirely furnished, with the exception of that little picture by an unknown artist, it belonged to my grandfather. And I want to keep it.
Say, you do love your grandparents in Europe.
We have had them for such a long.
You folk are queer. Queer means
Strange,
strange.
unique.
Yes, unique. You folk are queer. You think about the past all the time. We always think about the future.
Everyone-
Underline this another difference.
Yeah.
This is an important question, difference between Americans, the popular notions about the Americans and the French. Okay, popular notion about the Americans and the French. Clear? Okay.
Everybody knows about what he's got.
What a pity you don't try and copy us anymore.
Copies are not our best. We could only imitate you, and the imitations are not no better than parodies. We are so different. Think of it. Europeans should go to America to earn money, and Americans come to Europe to spend.
Okay, so this is another difference, right? So it is basically the difference between Americans and Europeans. Okay. Just the same, you ought to learn how to do business.
We are learning, we are practicing.
Well then, how much?
The house, let me see. I should say 3,000, 300,000.
The same.
For the same for everybody, you know.
So you see, we increase the price, right? So 200,000, now he is asking for 300,000. So he will make a profit of 100. Okay.
Even though I am American, I wouldn't give up raising the price.
Treat me the same as anybody. Then you say it is 300,000.
Since you're there, what? I will never be. That's it.
Now you see there is a pun in the word dear, right? So he says, since you are dear bought, I will love you dear. Right? So expensive. So since you are dear bought, that means, since you are buying an expensive villa, I will love you dear. Okay? So here,
That's it.
Because
uh,
she is helping him to.
she is helping him.
And
So she is helping him to get the money.
that's it.
Right? So I will love you dear.
No, he's saying to himself.
Sorry. Yeah, that is what he's telling to himself by using the pun with the word dear. Right? So he is able to, make a good money. Right? So, and therefore he would love her dearly. Right? So there is a use of both the meanings of the word dear. Okay.
But also this French and Russian is American.
No, Gaston is French, Smith is American. Okay. Say you, what do you take me for?
Sorry, that's Shakespeare. I mean, Cass.
Now I get you. Cash down. Say you are coming on. She takes a checkbook from her bag. Gaston.
Public in a drawer. Wait, I never know where they put my pen and ink.
Let me tell you something. You had better buy yourself a fountain pen with the money you get for the villa. What date is it today?
The 24.
You can fill in your name on the check yourself. I live in the Ritz Hotel Place, Vendome. My lawyer is
Who?
exactly.
What?
My lawyer is Mr. Who. Number 5, Blue Cameron. He will get in touch with yours about the rest of the transaction. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
When are you leaving?
I don't quite know. Whenever you like.
Make it tomorrow, and my architect can come on Thursday. Goodbye. I'm delighted.
Delighted to hear it, madam. She goes, and he looks at the check. It's a very good thing in business when everyone is delighted.
So both are delighted. Yes. Now he will be ready to give 200,000 francs, and then he will send it off. At that moment, yes, and Jean doesn't know anything about it. Jean and Juliet enter. A return.
Well,
Well, of course, it's very charming. Oh, I really know. Of course, as I told you, it's not a large place. I warned you. There are 2 large bedrooms and 1 small.
well now, that's something.
Jane, your husband, you are quite right, darling. I'm afraid it would not be suitable. Thank you, madam. We need not keep you any longer. You see, because she wanted for her parents, so they wanted more rooms. So therefore, when they have only 3, 2 large and 1 small bedroom, that would not be sufficient enough. Therefore, she decides against it. Therefore, she comes and tells her husband that she has decided to not to buy. Now her husband, now there is a change, sudden change. Yes, now he wants to buy it, but she doesn't want to buy it anymore. Yeah, are you able to see that is why I'm saying.
Oh, that's quite all right.
Just a moment. Just a moment, my dear. You say that there are 2 large bedrooms and a small one.
Yes, and 2 servants' rooms.
Oh, there are 2 servants room in addition. Are there?
Yes.
But that's excellent.
Gaston, stop joking.
And the bathroom, what's that like?
Perfect. There's a bath.
Oh, there's a bath in the bathroom. Is there?
Of course there is.
It's all very important. A bathroom with a bathroom, bedrooms, 2 large and 1 small, 2 servants room and a garden. It's really possible. While you were upstairs, I have been thinking a lot about the Papa and Mom. You see, I am really unselfish. And then the room for the sisters. Also, my dear, I have been thinking and this is serious.
Two-faced. So two-faced, yes. He's two-faced. That also you can write in the characters.
No, it's opportunities.
Opportunist, yes, very good. Opportunist. He's two-faced also because he has not confirmed.
No, he saw opportunity, that's why he changed his personality.
Okay.
About our old age. It's bound to come sooner or later. And the natural design of old age is quite contained. Vigilant. You said 200,000, didn't you?
What on earth are you driving at?
Just trying to please Sudha.
Yes, 200,000 is my lowest. Cash, of course.
Well, that's nice. I wonder, are you about?
But there
He
there are
takes us to
so
check.
many things to be discussed before.
Not at all. Only one thing. As I am not arguing about the price, as I am not bargaining with you, well, you must be nice to me. You must allow me to keep this little picture which has kept me company while you and my well-friend comes.
It's not a question of value.
Certainly not. This is so very good.
Very
So,
well, you may keep it.
thank you, ma'am. Will you give me a receipt, please? Our lawyers will draw up the details of the sale. Please fill your let us say it's the 23rd, isn't it?
No, the 24th.
What does it matter? One day more or less.
So she signs the receipt and exchanges it for exchange. Splendid. Splendid. It's splendid.
Hmm.
Splendid.
Splendid.
Thank you, Manju.
Here's your card. Goodbye, madam. Oh, by the way, you will be kind enough to leave tomorrow morning, won't you?
Tomorrow, so soon?
Well, say tomorrow being at the latest. Yes, I can, madam.
Yes, I can manage that. Goodbye, Manju. Down.
I will take my little picture with me, if you don't know. I'm just a bit of a showing. You know,
Very well. I'll show you the garden on the way around.
Okay, so exit Juliana, please. What on earth have you done?
I made 100,000 francs and a carrot.
And the name of the picture, also he keeps it with himself. So
Yeah.
Gaurav is, the picture is drawn by the painter named Gaurav. Okay. But how?
I will tell you.
Okay, so now he tells her the thing, so he has already made a profit.
Hmm.
Now curtain, right? Okay, so we finished. Okay, so we still have time. Now you will write down the questions which are here. Did you check that answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, in the next class you'll let me know. Okay,
The the one which we were thinking the right.
that was the right answer. Na? Okay. Answer the following questions briefly. Why does Jean want to buy a villa? Write down the question. Why does Jean want to buy a villa? And why is Gaston not interested in buying?
Finish the question.
Yeah, this one, question number 5. See.
It's and
So why does Jean want to buy a villa and why is Gaston not
Same
interested
question.
in buying? Yeah. Actually, there are 2 different questions, but make it in one. Already.
question.
Yeah. Okay, written. Now, why is Gaston not interested in buying in the beginning? Okay, in the beginning. We all know later on he decides to buy it. Okay, and then the next question. There are total 4 questions that we will write. Now, the next question. Mrs. Ann Smith makes many statements about.
Just write the hours and so.
You have to write yourselves. Okay, you don't have to write the questions. You already have the textbook, right? I'm giving it to her. Mrs. Ann Smith makes many statements about French, about the French. Pick out any 2 and explain them. And the last question that you will attempt is, who is better in business, Juliet or Gaston? It's a very important question, and why? Who is better in business, Juliet or Gaston, and why?
Yes.
That you have to decide and write. You will write your own answer and you will give your own suggestions, I mean, own arguments, favoring whoever you favor.
Hmm. Ma'am, no. Ma'am, the portion for my syllabus, how I taught my grammar.
That we have already done,
A
yes.
dog named Duke.
That also we have
A
done.
man who told you too much.
That also is over. You were absent.
No, okay.
The man told you too much is also done, right? Yes, we have done that also.
And in poetry, it is coming the group, the road
That
not
is
taken.
done.
The
So road not taken is also done.
Road
I
not
missed it.
Taken, you were not there, you were present, yeah.
solitary paper. Right.
That is not done, that we will take up in the next.
And
class.
drama, only two chapters are there, so one chapter is only coming this.
Only drama, what we
Villa Hudson.
will have for say only, yeah. Then everything is done, then only solitary paper is left. Then in the next class, we will take up solitary paper. Next class you are coming, right? Your exam will start from 8th of September.
Rest,
First September, Monday.
subjects.
You are coming, right?
Yes, plan no school is set, so I can.
1st September, no student, keep it short. Then you can come early also. But again, there are classes.
What classes?
You come and write the test there on 1st of September.
Me? First of September.
Come and write the tests. 1st of September, you are saying that you are even at school, right?
No, I don't know this.
Then you come early, write your test, finish all your tests.
How can I come on? I did this.
I
started-
There comes at 6.
I have this class is 780 because I have 6 to 6:45 class. Right?
Right,
Only
but what on my class?
class.
This class.
Chess class.
At the chess class, okay, okay. You can't change your chess class.
No, like the time this another batches are at Tuesday and Thursday 7:50. Wow.
No. We have to work out something. At least do the abhyas at home, okay? Quickly. Especially the French one and the last question, these two are very important. Hmm.
Last question will be of me.
The last question is a long answer actually, but it's okay. You write the structure. That's okay.
Now what's your name?
Show me.
Full name?
Show me same. That you need it.
No, I didn't ask him.
At least two questions have you written? Sure. Okay. This is the black one.
Yeah, I just.
Why does she want to buy a villa? Why is Castor buying? That's fair.
Double line.
Yes. Now, you write that Gaston was aware of Jean's
And you would have getting profit from
real
it.
intention,
But it could be called an investment in estate, right?
yes, and was was aware of Jean's real intention, and hence real intention of keeping her family, and Gaston was not very fond of them. He did not. I have written in past tense. Change the tense because you have written in present. You already have used present. Change this into present. He did not want them to stay from April
To September.
to September. Okay, give the details. No, don't write in point form.
Two words, right? This related to words.
Yeah, but don't write in point form, write in paragraph form. Okay. Usually have to consult about 10 people
Well,
before
no.
taking a decision.
So, yeah.
Taking a decision. Okay. Don't write we, you write in third person. Okay, write in third person.
Okay.
According to her, the French think about the past all they had. While the Americans think about the future. Okay, fine. We will continue it in the next class and then take up solitary report. Solitary river is a very beautiful poem. We will go into the detail of it. Anika, will you show it now or next class? They have activities. There are 4 questions, right? I have asked you to.
3.
4, huh?
2 have written and one was right. Who was a better person?
Better present, right? 3 questions, huh? So, next class, will you write this at home and bring it?
Yeah.
Will you be able to do that? Sure. And also control and with her sisters. Right? Ajahn, do not write with you. Okay, write it in third person.
Americans.
Yes. So the Americans, A capital. French are the French.
No, she referred to clashing, right? That was an exception.
Ajahn, so
Americans.
exceptions to Americans of the caste. Much better. Much more better is wrong. Okay? Only much better. Okay. Reduce time of questions. Yeah, good.
And